Jacob, you do it.
Getting sick is the worst. If you've been following along with our adventures, we just moved to New York City and we're really excited to explore the area. But as the weather turns, we're a little worried about how we're gonna handle the cold. We've only been here for a month and Esther already got sick. When people find out what we do, one of the most common questions we get is, what does your day-to-day look like? So in this video, we're gonna give you a little behind the scenes look into it. Before moving forward, just wanna thank Dayquil NyQuil for sponsoring this video. We love our jobs, but when it comes down to it, we're running a small business and we have to do everything it takes to make that business work. I'm reminded of this a lot lately because we're in a new city and meeting a lot of new people, but when I tell people we travel blog full time, most of the responses are,
OMG, you basically get to vacation all the time?
Or,
you're living the dream, man.
Or,
oh, I wish I had your job.
Now some of it is partly true. We get to dictate our own schedule and we get to do a lot of amazing and fun things, but we are still running a business to make this a full-time gig. That means we spend a lot of time in front of our computers, meeting with clients, account managing, editing, and capturing all the content that we share with you guys. Now when somebody asks me what a day-to-day looks like, it's a little bit of a tricky question to answer because there isn't a real typical day. When we were in Portland, we'd have weeks where we'd spend 5 days out of the 7 days out capturing content and doing fun and exciting things. But then the following week, we'd spend most of that week inside on our computers and editing and catching up with the blog. Now that we're getting settled here in New York City, we're trying to find a good balance between the two. From what we hear, January and February are the coldest months by far, so we're trying to squeeze in as much as we can this month before we hunker down and try to keep warm inside. And of course, Esther getting sick right now doesn't help. And actually, anytime either of us get sick, it's always tough because we have to keep things going. Here's a quick look at what our typical days have looked like here in New York. After getting a good night's rest, we start the morning off with a few chores. We clean up a bit, feed the cats, check any important emails, and make a plan for the day. Usually what that looks like is working our way through our bucket lists. And since it's the holidays, we're trying to check out a lot of the pop-up shops, holiday markets, and of course eat delicious food. Between all of that, we're fitting in meetings with clients and also any events that we're shooting on assignment for. Once the sun goes down, which is way too early right now, we head back to the apartment to get some work done at home. What that typically looks like is editing photos and video, working on blog posts, getting through email, and all that other exciting stuff like accounting, spreadsheets. At the end of the night, we unwind by snuggling up in bed with our cats. I probably should never say the word snuggling again. And watching some TV. That might be a little oversimplification of what our day-to-day looks like, but it gives you a general idea. What we really try to do is work with the weather. So if it's a rainy day or a really cold day, we'll stay in more, but when it's a nice day, we'll stay out a little bit longer. I have a feeling that come January and February, we're gonna be doing a lot of work inside so that once the weather gets better, we can be outside a lot more. Thanks again to Dayquil and NyQuil for sponsoring this video. We would seriously struggle to get through our sick days without them. What does your day-to-day look like and what do you do when you're sick? Let us know in the comments below. We're also thinking about doing more of a Q&A session, so if you have any questions about photography, blogging, or what my favorite color is, leave those down there as well. We're still putting our apartment together, but once we're done, we'll give you guys a tour and we'll be uploading a lot more videos this year. So we'll see you soon. Bye.